Throughout history, the House of Torres has faced two formidable enemies. The first was the House of Torshitaru, a branch of our own family that rules over the powerful land of Castalla. The second was House Bourgogne in France, with whom we were locked in a bitter feud that lasted after a century. In recent times, the threat posed by Castalla has become too great to ignore, as they were on the verge of conquering all of France. Faced with this dire situation, King Roderick made the difficult decision to form an unlikely alliance with the French. The ensuing war was long and bloody, but eventually the Kingdom of Sardinia emerged victorious on both land and sea, pushing back the forces of our wayward cousins and saving Paris from certain destruction. With the war won and the Mediterranean firmly under our control, it is now a time of reflection and reevaluation of old alliances. The House of Torres must adapt to changing times and seek new paths to secure its place in the world. This is the third part of the EU4 portion of the House Torres megacampaign. King Rodolfo, he's a just man. And as a just man, he'd probably be, pretty good, not a horrible guy. His son and heir, who's old enough now to have an opinion, is kind-hearted. So we're actually finally starting to see a little bit of good in our house again. For the first time in 300 years. It's been a while. We've got like a new era of House Torres. The Renaissance in Italy obviously bringing in a lot of new culture, a lot of new thought. Despite that, our family is going back to its roots. We're getting a little bit more noble and finding some measure of redemption for our house by helping those that we've done so much horrible things to. We've managed to offshift the power of Castalla to a degree. They're still much stronger than us. Our navy has come out very much on top, kind of showing that Castalla II was very right in that our power will come from our navy. All right, let's go mothball our fleet and let's get into things. All right, we're going to get a royal marriage to the French royal family. Scholars have long believed that the Catholic Church might be used as a common ground from which to establish lasting peace in Christendom, if only its leaders could summon the political will to put aside their differences. One such thinker is Solomon Taparelli, a respected humanist who has gained the ear of the king. He suggested that we should seek to repair our relationship with our rivals, the Castallas, arguing that good Catholics have no true cause to fight one another. Such an act of benevolence would surely be seen as an example of the Catholic rulers everywhere, laying the groundwork for a long-lasting peace. We're happy to do that. As soon as they transfer us back our holdings in Granada, as soon as they give our territory back, we're happy to embrace them as Christian brothers. Until then, they can go fuck themselves. We still do have 2 more loans we need to pay off as well. With a mothballed fleet, we are still running, all right, surplus. And our king died again. Oh no. So yeah, okay, we just lost Rodolfo. Obviously a very well-known king. He was old, he was around 60. He inherited really late from his father, Castilla II. And he was the one who did lead us to victory in the First Iberian War, so very impactful king. He really did set us on a good path in the Renaissance in the next era. We now have King Lysandro II, who's kind-hearted. Only 21, he has no heir, and he has no wife, so we can actually look around a little bit for a wife right now. We are behind Britain now. That's unfortunate, but with our French allies who have 6, we do have more than them, so we can hold off for now. We need to get this debt paid off, we need to work a bit more on the economy, and then we can go ahead and work back up. Could her lips be any redder? Doubtful. Hollow in the back of your mind echo the cautioning words of the priests and preachers. Is this what the sermon spoke of? The devil in a woman's body. Oh boy. Misogyny. And the temptations of the flesh. Strange. As devils go, this one looks lost like a lot like an angel. Either way, you'll have to bring this up in your confessions on Sunday. Oh boy. Are we gonna fuck around? No. We're kind-hearted. We may be young, but we still love God too much to be tempted by the lust of woman. We have a lot of Sunni territory and we are completely unable to convert it. We're already actually very far along Reform desire. We may get a very early Protestant movement, which will be interesting. We have an heir. We have an heir who we will name Castoro. So we'll say for now, King Lysandro II, he's a young man. He actually inherited very early. Our family has a long history of our leaders inheriting very early. Kind-hearted, 525. He's competent militarily, but he doesn't want to probably fight. As a kind-hearted man, he'll go to war for allies, but we're not going to look for wars of conquest most likely unless it's really necessary. A very good administrator, so we're going to be probably working more to build up our country internally, doing development, working more on our trade power. Naval leader shock, and then next we're going to get galley combat ability 25%. We will be doing very well in the Mediterranean, I'd say, if we get that. The truce is over with the Castallans. That is worrying. Hopefully they've learned their lesson. Lithuania actually really likes us, so let's improve relations with them. They are allied with Castalla. It wouldn't be a bad idea to make them less interested in fighting us. They really do like us, actually, quite a lot. They're very friendly. Yeah, that fleet, if we contend anyone in the Mediterranean, we are in such good shape. We can feel it in the wind. Soon our equestrian elite will do nothing more than a dream remembered, as the chivalrous tradition dies out before the onslaught of modernity. The world is changing, but for now, for one last time, let the Knights of Sardinia Corsica ride. Oh, they put in a lot of work. This is the third or fourth time we has gotten this event where our nobles want to marry women from Vladimir. You know what we're gonna say this is roleplay wise? All right, this is what this is. Basically, obviously there's a Tengri Vladimir now that's incorporated itself with the Orthodox Church, so they're semi-Christian but primarily heathens from the east, right? What has happened though is over time the royal family there, the Vladimir nobles, have obviously chosen to find women of good standing. They don't marry for religious, for alliances and nobility. They marry for strength of their bloodline, and as such, generations of picking the strongest women in all of the East, which is already very brutal, has made an absolutely Amazonian level of nobility in Vladimir. As such, it's currently like the common thing for minor nobles to take that on and try and strengthen their own bloodline by marrying extended members of the Vladimir royal family, who again are absolutely Herculean and Amazonian, like just massive, super strong, super healthy demigods from the East. Now, obviously, the main leaders of Christian Europe can't justify this. There's no way. However, minor nobles are doing it. So it's a common theme right now across much of Western Europe to marry, you know, a woman from Vladimir. We'd get it, but we obviously can't do it ourselves. Valyria is fine, though, who's a bold fighter. We got incorruptible as our second trait. My gosh, he's kind-hearted and corruptible. This is a really good leader. Is this when, like, the crippling mental problems are finally going to go away? They tell us of the retrial of Joan d'Arc. In the year 1429, the 100 Years' War has still been raging on. Not really. Never mind. This is all history. This doesn't apply. We'll just say that Joan of Arc showed up and was fighting the Castallans when we fought them. So RP and lore-wise, Joan of Arc was in that war of Castalla and led the French to victory while we did our work. So we'll go with that. Castora, I apologize, is going to go to Europe to learn trade. A scandal has erupted in the royal court. King Alexander II has taken rather too readily to the bottle in recent times. It's followed us into EU4. Oh my gosh, it really did. You know, remember I just said, I wonder if we're done with the debilitating hereditary mental issues? No, alcoholism continues and has been seen carousing well into the night on many an occasion. It seems that drink has loosened his tongue somewhat. Oh my gosh, so much so that he has openly divulged certain intimate and embarrassing details of his marriage with the queen consort. All right, let's get the alliance back with the Papal States. I really, again, don't know how we lost that. Without the old privileges and pedigrees of other factions, the status and influence of the burghers is rarely quite as secure as those born into power. Lately, a combination of financial misfortune and misdirected political ambitions have resulted in a loss of power and influence for the burghers of Sardinia and Corsica. We really would want to support them, so let's see if we can give them something else here. We'll go for free enterprise. Very simple one. We'll just start enumerating the rights of the burghers to trade freely within our realm. We're not ceding too much power. The first time Valyria watched Alexander II sparring with his soldiers in training, she was impressed. It's not every nobleman who would enjoy the manual labor of actually learning how to wield a weapon of his own. But King Alexander II is not any man, she thought before approaching her husband to compliment his skill. She even mustered the courage to ask his opinion on the current military situation of the kingdom. Intrigued by this mutual interest in the military aspects of Sardinia and Corsica, the king has gained a lot of new ideas for his army. Yeah, our wife is very capable militarily. She's a bold fighter. That'll give us yearly naval tradition and blockade impact on siege, which is going to be very useful since we will not be able to hold many of our mainland holdings. So blockade strength is going to be big. Oh my gosh, we see even more of Asia now. We got maps to the Spice Islands as well. Oh, we're the Pope! Holy shit! The Pope Sardinian! Oh my gosh, that is huge! We're very much going for quality over quantity. I mean, we're max drilled. We have a very high quality navy, but everyone else has larger ones. He died! Lysandre II died. He was in his 20s. Yeah, alcohol poisoning, exactly. It's definitely the alcohol, let's be real. Another young, very promising Torres dies far too young from olive oil infused vodka. Very well, we have a queen consort, Regent Valeria Abertangui, a bold fighter. And she is currently ruling for our heir, Castalla I de Torres, a 424, brought up with trade, but she's really not taken to it. Maybe she'll work harder now that her father has died and she knows that she's about to rule in literally 2 years. She's 13 years old. Our family has so many cases of rulers just inheriting way too young. That's gotta take a toll. That a large reason there are so many mental issues in our family and problems might be due to the fact that so many leaders, so many kings, so many members of our dynasty have just ruled so early when they weren't ready. And I'm sure that stress is probably, you know, contributed to some of this, which is kind of sad, you know? Like, fuck. I mean, I guess that's how it is for medieval leaders in this time period, but she's almost queen already. Oh man. Yet another make or break scenario. Either she'll adapt and do very well, or she's gonna struggle. Oh boy. She's malevolent. Are we gonna have a little tyrant queen? We may. Me just talking about how we're gonna have a very relaxed period here. Nope. No, this will be fun. This will be fun. Oh boy, that opens up a lot of possibilities, not gonna lie. We've got a lot of influence in Italy right now. Which is why I think it is a great time when Queenie gets a little over here for us to start plotting a war with the Castellans, don't you think? We'll wait a few years. I mean, 15-year-olds can still do a lot, but we'll give it a bit more time. I mean, if anything, her court wouldn't want to do anything radical. And she's not stupid from her stats, so she'd know that. So she'll wait a little bit and consolidate power in her court. First radical choice of Queen Castalla's reign. She's going to sell Moray to the Norwegians. Dramatic shift in foreign policy in Sardinia here. We're in need of more alliances right now. And we also need a husband, so I think we may marry a prince of Hesse. They're the emperor right now as well, aren't they? Getting us a husband and another strong ally. All right, we got another reform. We're going to curtail clerical privileges. Ooh, Castalla di Betta. Wow, 6040. The nobility still recall the days when the queen was just the first among many nobles. They yearn for a return to those days. Well, they are not coming. We're going to send an ambassador requesting a betrothal alliance with the emperor. And we have a husband, not very competent, is he? Simon. He's a 331. He doesn't know how to hold a sword, nor query an aquabus, but he's a very capable man, and he's also a bumbling buffoon. Oh my god. We really just married like an incompetent German prince. Our first war that the queen is going to fight is going to be a war of the Sajadites. I want our queen to become like, you know, like an actual commander. And all right, I'm going to rename a general as our queen. Since I can't get a representation of her as a general, we're going to just have a general named after her. So if he's leading men, it's going to be her. We'll do it that way. 3, 4, 5. All right, that'll work. That's going to be Castalla. All right, let's finish off the last of the Sajadites. We'll send in Castalla herself. How old is she right now? At 18, she's going to lead her first army into battle. Here we go. Let's declare the war. The first war of Queen Castalla and the, oh man, what is this? The 7th war of the Sajadites or something like that? It's a lot. There's been a lot of war of these guys. Stack wiped them? Nope, almost. I thought it was. Siege is going very slow here. It's a big fortress. In the mountains, too. We're Defender of the Faith? Is that what this is? We're Defender of the Faith. We're malevolent. We do not want to fight the thick warrior women of Tengri Vladimir. And they're also allied with our family in Greece. They have territory up near Vladimir. This is tough. We don't give a fuck. She would not care about honoring alliances. On the other hand, we would, even she would want to see our family do well in Greece. And if they beat Moldavia here, they would doubtless probably take land from Hellas, which is not good strategically. She's got a good military mind. She'd know that. We're gonna join the war. They don't have much of a navy, but let's get it prepared just in case. Who all are they at war with? Only Moldavia and Hellas. How many soldiers does Hellas have? 23,000. Vladimir 72. We could theoretically win this. It is possible. Religious ideas on Tengri Vladimir. That's interesting. We got to start conserving our manpower though, so I will break the siege off in part. We'll station our secondary army in Hellas in case that they push south. We'll have to do a naval landing. We land in Crimea, we can maybe push and knock them out here and cut off their way back. Thoughts of disapproval against the Roman Catholic Church are spreading across Europe as a result of the increasing corruption of monks and clerics. Voices are raising questions of current principles and greed of the church. A monk in Trist has for some time expressed deep concerns that is now openly declaring his discontent with the church, paving the way towards a reformation of the faith. Protestantism has appeared. Oh man, in northern Italy too. Let's proclaim a holy war. We're gonna need that for this. We can call a crusade on Vladimir. Oh my gosh, we're calling it a crusade on the Tengri. Oh, yet another House Torres crusade. This one we called ourselves. We gotta finish this goddamn fucking siege. We're stuck in North Africa. I'm throwing everything on. Nope, we got it. Go, go, go. Knock out their army. Take the last siege. All right, so we're gonna land a lot of our troops in Crimea, and then we're gonna take on them. We need to go. We need to go like right now, especially since Protestantism appeared. I mean, I'm sure we are still a little religious, and as such, we know that right now, with people sowing seeds of chaos in Catholicism, this is an important time to make a show of strength. Oh, we need to sue for terms. We might actually have to let them survive here. We will let them hold out with their rebels, and their rebels disappeared. Try to hide out in Theodosia. Am I committed? Oh, fuck, I'm committed. Come on, we need to win this. We need to win this. This does not look good. Come on, rule! Oh, that's not it! Oh, no. This is turning into a slaughter. It might be enough. Oh, come on! Roll! Roll with all your might! I'm committing to this. Come on, we need a good roll. They've got reinforcements coming. Come on! Oh, we won it! Big. We lost a lot of soldiers there, though. We had 12,000 men slaughtered. No prisoners taken. We'll bring the mercenaries. We'll train another division. We'll send it. We'll back all these up, and then we'll try and push out here. Hellas is just not going to send their armies too, which is really unfortunate. We'll wait for the reinforcements, and then we'll make an attempt here to push. We need to get like a province in like Cyprus or Crete. We need more power projection in the Eastern Mediterranean Black Sea here. This is also still so important strategically due to the amount of like food that comes out of here, even during this time period. Oh, that's not it. Go, go, go! Delay them! We got the troops across. Come on, get there, get there. Big. They retreated. We actually hit their fleet. Oh, we caught their fleet off guard. Go, go. Come on, stick a heavy. I don't know, they ran immediately. We're gonna have to make the crossing. No, we're gonna go around. No, actually, we won't get a crossing bonus. Found a large force of Novgorod, which we routed. We'll let our mercenaries just raid and pillage. This actually is starting to turn around a little bit here. This is gonna be interesting. If we can establish a strong Christian Moldavia in the Black Sea here, they're at war. Oh my god. We have an heir. Castoro. Hellas just got declared upon by like all of Greece. I want to get us and Hellas out of this war. Fuck, we have a huge war in Anatolia now to deal with. Got all our forces stuck out here. Thankfully, we haven't lost a lot of manpower. Okay, this is getting really, really spicy. Not the good kind. We're stuck here. Their navy's blocking us out through the strait. If we can defeat their navy here after we repair, we'll be in all right shape. Big, big, big battle. We might get it. It'll be close. Come on! Oh my god, so many of them. Hold! That's a bad fucking roll. Come on! Hold! They got reinforcements. Jesus Christ. Oh, we're not gonna get this. This is so bad. This is so bad. 2 days. Come on, come on, come on. We made it to Crimea. Just get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Oh. And our navy's not ready. Oh my god, this is so bad. They're gone. We just lost 60,000 men in the east. Wow. This is not good. This is disastrous. We need to get control of the Med right now. We need this bad. Come on. Oh, that's our fucking transport fleet. We got there. Hold it. We've got the galleys. There it is. We sunk one of their heavy ships. There's nothing we can do here. We're gonna have to prep a war for them. We have to get Hellas some territory back. They might survive this. We are maintaining our manpower though, I will give it that. I mean, I want to commit troops, but we really can't. I mean, we could all in here again. We just don't have the forces for it. I could drop on more mercs. No, this is the first big loss of EU4. This was a pretty bad one too. We gotta really push for Hellas to get power. Like that's really the only option.